What's up, guys? Back with another one. I'm Ryan, my man George.
What's poppin', guys? How you living?
Lost in Vegas, coming back here with another unbiased real reaction.
Yes, shout out to our free thinkers.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. So we're gonna get into TESSERACT
The TESSERACT
Luminary today. We've gotten a lot of requests for TESSERACT. Looks like they're prog metal.
Okay.
But I think it's djent. So a djent is like a form of prog metal. So I think that's what I read in the comments. I'm only going off of what y'all tell us. All right. So if I'm wrong, blame somebody in the comments. But that's what you guys said. And prog metal has been an interesting road for us.
Yeah,
right?
it has. It has.
It's been ups and downs, right? You know, a couple bands we're like, a couple bands we're like, okay.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I don't know where we quite stand
on that.
Stand with prog metal yet. All right, so we chose Luminary. A lot of different requests for this band. Luminary came up a decent amount of times. I know, what was the other one? Concealing Fate was one, and there's a couple others. So we just picked this one across all the other ones. This one seemed to come up a decent amount of times. So they're gonna kill us. They're gonna say this was like, oh, horrible choice, guys. Just so you know, there's no such thing as a good choice.
Yeah, I know.
There's no such thing. Any song we pick, there's gonna be a lot of people that said it's the wrong song. So just, it is what it is, guys. You know, we try to enjoy it. TESSERACT Luminary, let's go. That shit sounds hard.
Yeah, it does.
Though.
It does.
God.
Right out the gate.
Yeah. Yeah, they came in with some attitude on this one. Time signatures.
Yeah. Different.
Trying to catch it, you're like, wait.
Yeah.
See right there, it's like
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's prog for you,
that is
though.
prog.
That's
So
prog
that's
for
what
you.
we're learning.
Yep.
So as we're like grooving, we're like,
And it's off a little bit. It sounds off, but
it's not off.
It's not off.
It's a different time signature from what we're used to. It's not a conventional time
Correct.
signature. So that's
Yep.
what we've learned, you know, with prog. But I like how hard they came in, man. It is hard.
Yep.
See it right there?
Yeah. Did you think it's gonna stop?
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Prog.
One thing I have to say about every prog metal song that we've ever reviewed on this channel, it sounds crisp as hell.
Yeah, that's true.
It sounds so fucking clear.
I think prog metal, they typically have progressive metal. They tend to have really good musicians. You know, you're usually very technically proficient, and I think you have to be.
Yeah. That's like a prerequisite and shit.
To pull off some of these time signatures, it seems like it takes a lot of like skill to be able to do that. So, hence to your point, which is why I think it sounds very crisp.
Right.
You know, because Dream Theater was all over the place for us, but they were.
Yeah, they were.
Crisp.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
You know, Neo Oblivious Karis, I think that they were prog as well.
Right.
And they were really sharp. Even Ginger was sharp. You know what I mean? Everyone's really, really sharp in that prog. Everyone we've heard rap has been sharp in that. So, good point though.
Because that shit is crystal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, geez.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Crystal.
I think I just gave up, like, nodding my head.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to nod anymore.
Because it's going to change.
I'm going to look ridiculous
No,
nodding.
it's going to change.
Drumming though?
Yeah.
Ooh-wee. First of all,
everything.
His voice is very, very nice. I think he's got a really good, clean, clear voice. I like the drumming.
I like the guitaring in it.
Yeah.
I like everything. It just sounds so good.
Yeah.
I just don't know why anyone would want to sound muffled or wants to. It just does. It's not appealing to the ear. It doesn't sound. And I know that's.
Some people like that grungy garage sound.
Yeah,
I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I like that shit to sound clear because, quite frankly, there's so much that's going on in the music. You want to be able to hear what's going on.
Right. Exactly.
You know. So I don't want to hear anything drowned out because there's a lot of, especially with prog metal, it seems like there's a lot of intricacies in the music.
Absolutely.
Let me hear it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Don't drown it out. So good point. Good point. Yeah, let's get back to it.
Yeah, man.
This weekend life is not what it seems to be. No time to talk, no air to breathe. But if you consume it, you will shut it down.
Yeah, that's hot though.
Yeah.
That's hot.
Yeah.
That is hot though.
Yeah.
The odd time signatures that we're hearing.
But it's like,
We're sitting there talking to ourselves, and Ryan was just telling me that he's like, it's kind of hard to catch the groove. But I do like it. I really see the skill. I see the skill.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
You're right. It's just the timing of it. You start to bob your head and they change it up. It's a little different than what you're conventionally used to hearing.
And I appreciate that.
I do too.
I do. I appreciate that it is different. You know what I mean? They're definitely crisp for sure. Very good musicians. I think the lead singer's got a really good, clean, clear voice. And
that's my point. If it's gonna be different, it needs to sound good still.
Yeah.
See, and I don't know if that always gets pulled off correctly.
but they're making it sound good. You know what I mean? So kudos to those guys.
Yeah, man.
Let's keep it going.
When you're buried with your tenderness, you take it to your solitary grave. Are you alive?
That's hot.
Yeah.
It's almost like you have to rewire your brain
Yes.
to groove differently.
It's almost like,
Like, because you're so used to like boom, dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
It's like-
And I've said this before in other videos, man. It's almost as a basketball analogy I'm gonna give you because I'm an analogy guy. It's like the Euro step. The Euro step was different for us when that first came into the American NBA and you saw people doing it. It was like, whoa, that's kind of off.
Sure.
But now it's accepted now
It's accepted.
because we're used to seeing like, wow, that was an awesome move. And that's how I feel when I hear this. I'm like, it still sounds good. It is effective, but it's just different. It's a different sound. And I think to your point, you got to program your brain to understand it.
Yeah.
You follow me?
It's a different sound, and you're right. I think you're right. But I do think that not everyone can pull a Euro step off correctly. So,
Yes.
Because we've done that before. People are like, oh, you just don't get it. And it's like, dude, I not to say that we're expert. We're not experts at
Right.
this point. But we've heard enough to know we're starting to understand the nuances, and we're starting to understand the different levels of someone pulling
Right.
certain things off.
Right.
And I think not everyone can pull off these odd time signatures at the same level. from
Correct.
What I've heard.
Yep.
So let's keep it going.
Yeah, man.
This sounds like Ginger right here, though.
A little bit, yeah.
That specific part. I'm gonna rewind that back so you guys can hear it. But that.
Yep, similar sound. Yep.
That whatever they're using, or I don't know
How they're playing that guitar riff. Yep.
It's interesting. Let me run that back because that definitely sounds a lot like Ginger. Right here. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good song. Man.
Yeah, it was.
I thought these guys were very, very crisp.
Yes.
And how they played, super crisp. I thought the odd time signatures this time worked for us. I thought it flowed well musically, and I just think it's good. I think it's important for us to kind of see what makes what.
Yeah.
Right. This is progressive metal, but Djent is underneath the progressive metal umbrella. And I don't know what makes Djent versus just standard progressive. Maybe you guys can help us out with that. But I'm starting to understand. Okay, these odd time signatures. I'm starting to see that there's actually kind of maybe levels to how people are playing it. You know, but it was good to hone in on the music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, not sure if that's gonna make my playlist. I'll sit with it again. I'm gonna check this out after we cut the cameras off. But that was a good song though. I can acknowledge that.
Yeah. The timing is just different. And my brain is saying that shit's off. But it's not off.
No,
it's just what we've been programmed to hear. So that's kind of being the free thinker that I am. I understand that. So to your point, yeah, I'll probably have to sit with that a little bit more. I'm just not used to hearing that.
Yep.
But it still sounds good though.
Yeah, and I think that's just a good example of it being pulled off. Like us understanding that it may not be something we're used to, or maybe even something that we like, but we still understand that it's crafted well.
Correct.
You know, versus understanding that it may not be something we like, but understanding also that it doesn't sound good musically. Yeah, so shout out to Tesseract.
Yeah, man.
That was a good song.
It was.
Bottom line, it was a good song. I'm gonna sit with it a little bit more. I'm not making a playlist yet, but it could potentially make the playlist because there's a lot of things that I did like in the song.
Right.
And shout out to the people that suggested that one.
Yeah, man.
So that's the end of the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Las Vegas, George, Ryan,
We out.